As one might expect, measuring the CFF of insects can get really tricky, but it's been done in a variety of ways, and a housefly clocks in at an astonishing 270 hertz. That's a 350% increase in time perception that us humans have, allowing them to annoy us to no end while we try and swat them. It must be pretty awesome to live in bullet time, eh? Actually, no, it isn't. A higher CFF isn't necessarily any better than a lower CFF. These are optimal timescale resolutions that every species has evolved to have. Elephants perceive time much faster than us. They're herbivores and they have no natural predators, so they benefit from a slower metabolism. So being able to see a developing rainstorm or plants blooming gives it the information it needs to survive ideally. The fact that other animals seem like a blur to an elephant doesn't really matter any more than finches moving too fast for us does. More so than just seeing movement, the ability to recognize patterns are contingent on our perception of time, so it seems like most animals' critical flicker fusion frequency is determined by the time perception of what we eat and what eats us. Now there are exceptions, but generally, smaller, shorter living animals have higher temporal resolutions than larger, longer living animals. That housefly living in bullet time is really expensive to its metabolism, so expensive that many insects require so much oxygen that there is no time for it to go through lungs and a cardiovascular system. Instead, they have microscopic tubes going through their bodies that directly deliver oxygen to cells. And even then, with all that fine-tuning, a housefly's lifespan is only 28 days. So like I said, that bullet time comes at a hefty price. But there are quite a few animals that have a hack for this. As you may know, anoles and some other lizards can change their colors to blend into their backgrounds. And many reptiles can change their metabolism, body weight, body temperature, oxygen requirements, and you guessed it, time perception. So an example, a lizard could heat itself up in the sun, slowing down its metabolism and speeding up its time perception, and it could recognize insect patterns. Then it could go inside some shrub, cool down its body temperature, slow down its time perception, blend in with its surroundings, and grab its prey once they make the mistake of getting too close. It is thought that this is a similar arrangement with crocodiles or alligators. They typically will chillax in the sun and then hunt land animals from the edge of the water in cooler temperatures. Or an even better example that you may have witnessed yourself is in turtles or tortoises. They crawl through a time-lapse reality on land, and the moment you put them in water, they swim away at high speeds. My point is that a lot of reptiles, by changing their body temperature, have a knob that changes the speed of everything they hear and see. Reptiles are Keanu Reeves.